now recognize the gentleman from New Jersey, Mr. Vandrew, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Assistant Attorney General, for being here today. You know, like most Americans, small business owners are struggling. They're struggling with an uphill battle against a stagnant economy, a struggling supply chain, and ongoing inflation and high interest rates. And the combination of these results cause operating costs to be higher and higher prices for the American consumer, and I don't want to get into all the reasons for that. But what many Americans might not know is about a hidden factor that is causing as much, if not more, direct financial pain in their wallets. Each and every one of those individuals out there pay it. Everyone sitting here pays it. Swipe fees. Swipe fees when you process a credit card, charged to the business, and sometimes passed on to the consumer. Believe it or not, and these numbers startled me, these hidden fees cost American families as much as $1,000 a month. Not a year, a month. In my state of New Jersey, swipe fees are set to cost residents a staggering $2.74 billion. Not million, $billion. And while we could debate all day on the causes and solutions to inflation, the reason swipe fees are so unfair, I believe, is pretty clear-cut. The duopoly of Visa and MasterCard. These corporations wielding control over approximately 80% of the credit card market, 80% of it. And they have set swipe fee rates that average 7 times higher than what those fees are, for example, in Europe and other countries. 7 times. That's a lot. It's unfair, it's unacceptable, and it's wrong. At a time of great financial struggle, it is unfathomable to me that this issue hasn't been addressed, and hopefully we will address it through legislation. But, sir, my questions for you are, Visa and MasterCard dictate these fees that banks must charge in order to accept their credit cards, and it seems like a classic violation to me and to others of antitrust. How can you tell this committee if the DOJ Antitrust Division is looking into this market duopoly and what work they're doing, and if so, what steps are being taken on what I believe is a very paramount issue?
So thank you for your interest in your comments. As I'm sure you appreciate, I can't comment on specific companies or specific matters, but I'm greatly appreciate your recognition that antitrust enforcement can lead to lower prices, it can lead to more competition, and it can lead to better outcomes for American consumers and in particular small businesses. And so without weighing in on any specific matter, I can say that preserving the ability of small businesses to save consumers money is an extremely high priority for the Antitrust Division.
So this costs small businesses a lot of money. It's gotten worse. It really is a problem. I don't ask you to even comment on MasterCard and Visa. I mean, we all know, everybody in the room knows who the elephant is, but can you comment on the idea of swipe fees and there's so little choice? See, I believe when somebody processes a credit card, they should have a choice. When I say somebody, I mean a business of going alternate routes, but they don't. And we have legislation to work on that, and hopefully that will pass through this Congress. But I'd like to know if, just in the general idea of it, the concept, the philosophy, have you all looked at this at all?
So I greatly appreciate the question, and I want to take great care not to comment on any matter that may or may not be pending before the Department of Justice.
Not the answer I wanted. There's been a lot of recent challenges in the Antitrust Division. I know we've talked about a shortage of labor force there, and not to be challenging you, but we have had trouble in securing courtroom victories recently. I think we would all agree on that. Don't you believe that maybe instead of these really difficult challenges that you've had with courtroom victories, it might be better to look at these swipe fees? I guess what I'm asking you, at least from one congressman to one assistant attorney general, could you at least look at this? It's a real big deal. People would appreciate it. It affects everybody, what age, what color, what income category. Then every single person in America is affected by this.
Yeah, I understand that, and I'm sure we can talk about it, but extremely proud of our court record, including our numerous victories, but none of that comes to the exclusion of looking at other issues that have a significant impact and resonate with the American public and small businesses.
I don't want to exclude other issues, but I want you to look at this issue.
I duly noted, sir, and I appreciate your question, and and I will make sure that we take that back.
Thank you. I yield back, Chairman.
Gentleman yields.